G'day, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk FPV, brief video, I hope. But if you're like me, you love FPV. And one of the aspects of FPV I really like the most is proximity. Flying near things, whether they be trees or mountains or buildings or whatever, just flying in close proximity to stuff. And long range is something I don't do a lot of, but I do like to watch people who do a bit of long range when it's done safely and, out of the way of manned aviation and people. And this channel here is one I've been watching for a while, and it has some really, really good stuff. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. I am quite surprised to find that it only has 518. Yes, 518 subscribers. Unbelievably low number of subscribers for the quality of content on this channel. Let's just take a little bit of a look here. So here we have, as you can see, obviously being filmed from another craft, two craft. I love this sort of formation flying as well, where you are flying with somebody else and you get to follow their model. I get to follow you. This is really, really great stuff. I love this sort of thing. Brilliant. I enjoy chase footage. I enjoy, formation footage and flying in mountains like this. This is really fantastic scenery, and flying close, because you know that if you lose your model here, you're not going to get it back. If you crash here, you're just not going to get that model back. So there's a bit of adrenaline goes with this kind of flying, which is why it's quite nice to do it vicariously by watching someone else do it on YouTube. Now, Mario from RC Shim, he does some of this, and I love watching his videos. And this is another one that really should be on your subscription list if you enjoy the same things I do. Now, this is a really amazing shot here. The little white dot you can see there, that's an Insta360 Go 2. And this is a bird, because what happened just before this is quite amazing. Here we go. Oh, I'll go back a bit further, actually, because the guy was flying along with his FPV model, and then out of nowhere, it tumbled out of the sky, and you saw there's a bird. That bird attacked the model, knocked the Insta360 Go off the top of the model. There's the bird. I'll just try and go back a bit with my my keyboard commands here. Here we go. A bit more. Will it work? It's very slow trying to do this with this computer. It's terrible. Anyway, there we go. How many frames is it? You can see the wing of the bird. There we go. Look at that bird. This is amazing. Now, this is obviously DVR footage from the DJI digital system. So he managed to get this footage because he lost the model, he lost the camera. And so that's one of the risks that you take when you're flying in these situations. Absolutely brilliantly fantastic. And this channel is well worth a watch. If, like me, you want to live long-range FPV. And it goes in, and he's documented here another case where he almost lost a model because he flew over the brow of a ridge, went into fail-safe, which meant the video was lost, clicked into return to home, but because of the altitude on the return to home, it barely cleared this ridge here, which he flies behind. Of course, when you fly behind a ridge, you will lose your video signal. Doesn't matter whether you're digital or you're analog. Once there's a lot of ground between you and your model, that's it. It's all over. I think, does it show here? No. Anyway, you can watch it yourself. Go and watch it yourself. I'm not going to infringe his copyright anymore, although it is fair use. Go and watch this channel. Notamed Closed. I'll put a link to this particular video because it's one of his best. And there's a little bonus at the end, because the way these people do their close proximity when they're a long way away and they don't know where each other are, they use the iNav radar system, which is really, really good if you want to know where someone else is. If you're flying in formation with someone, sometimes they disappear out of frame. You don't know if they're above you, below you, behind you, wherever. The iNav radar system is really, really good for helping you locate someone else you're flying with. And of course, it works on analogs, designed for analog, but this guy's been doing some work, and he's apparently got it working on DJI digital. So he's going to release some information on that a little later on. So if you're into DJI digital and you want to use the iNav radar system, you need to subscribe to this channel. Anyway, go over, subscribe, get his sub count up well above the 580 he's got now. Tell him I sent you, and enjoy the content on that channel. Every now and then, as I say, I like to point my subscribers at really good content that I find elsewhere on the YouTube, and I think this is one of those occasions. So go watch, go enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
If you are from the CAA or the FAA and watching this, then again, get back to your chopper now!